Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the GaDOE communities. If you were on here last year, welcome back. And any newcomers, welcome. I'm glad to have you as a part of the high school dance professional learning community. Since we are starting these webinars sort of towards the end of fall semester, I hope you have had a great fall show, or if you are rushing around like a crazy person getting ready for your show, mared for that. So anyway, I hope you will or have had great shows. Just to introduce myself to the teachers that are new, I am the dance director at Brookwood High School in Gwinnett County. I serve as the lead teacher for dance in GCPS. That role, I support newer teachers that we have, and I collaborate with our veteran teachers in that role. As I'm sitting here doing this video, I am the PLC lead for high school dance. I'm also getting my master's in dance ed at the University of North Carolina, Greensboro, and I have created some other instructional resources for GaDOE Fine Arts, which I will actually go through in another section of this webinar. So that's me. Enough about me then. All right, so we're doing the webinars a little different this year. If you were on with us last year, we did 2 per month, and they were 30 minutes each. 30 minutes is a lot of material to look through, and you might not have 30 minutes to sit down and look at a video. So this year we're doing 3 segments per webinar. So each segment will be 10 minutes. So hopefully that will make each piece a bit more digestible for you. I'll take us through the GaDOE community. You'll have to sign up. I'll show you that in a second here. Hopefully, my posts will spark discussions so we can, throw around ideas and support each other and give each other resources. So that's the whole point of the PLC, the professional learning community for high school dance. Then once you're on there, you can obviously join the high school dance group, and there are other groups too. I'm part of a bunch of the other fine arts groups just to see what they're talking about because, sometimes we can get cross-curricular information as well. Okay, so I'm going to click over here. If you Google GaDOE community, you can get there. You create an account. You're used to doing this kind of thing by now, and then you'll make your account. You'll log in. Use your school email because it is just for Georgia teachers. This community is for Georgia teachers only around the state. Use a password you can remember. Not my strong suit, but whatever. So then we are here. So this is your landing page, your home page. You can see there's your profile. Here's a bunch of other things on this side. Generally speaking, I like to go to the groups function. But first, this is like a news feed. So this is just like your Facebook kind of news feed thing, which we all sort of know how to use those. So you can also, your profile, you can do different things. You put your picture up there. So that's your profile. So generally, I'll go right here into groups. And that's going to take me to all the groups. There's a bunch of them, 131. So as you can see, this is not just for fine arts. This is for all of the core subjects and everything else in the state. So I'm going to go up here and go to my groups, which are all fine arts, of course. So we've got dance. We have, where's my high school dance, and then we have middle school dance as well. Dance is just the parent group, so then you can ask to join, and they are the moderators for the groups are very quick to get you in there as well. So you will sign up for that. Let me see. Let's see. Please tell anybody that you know to join our group. The more people we have on there, the more conversations and discussions and idea sharing that we can have. So I'm hoping that this year we can have more people join. As you can see, 17 members, which, that's something that I would like to have. There's many, many more of us. Oh, 20 members. There you go. Okay, so here's your members. So this is the list. of who is on here. And then once you get them in here, then you can hit follow, and then you can be connected with them as well. I think that's sort of like Instagram. I'm not all that familiar on Instagram. Should be. Um, so once we're here, we've got all these tabs. So I'm going to start with the Documents tab. So, and I've been working on some future PLC webinars, and I've got some lesson plans. And so when I put those lesson plans up, they will be under the Documents tab. As you can see, we have the high school Georgia Standards of the Excellence, and then we have these instructional resources listed here. I'm not going to go into that right now. I will go into that in the next segment or the segment after that. So it will be in this webinar though. Photos, same thing. You have the photos. I don't think we have anything up there right now. And then the feed is just sort of like the same thing. And of course we haven't been, and this is just like people joining. So we haven't been all that active. Here's were some from my last year. So when I post a webinar, it'll go into the feed. Okay. The important part, well, it's all important, but this tab right here is discussions tab. And this is where I'll be putting the webinars up. I will start a discussion. Here are the ones from last year that we did. So as I put them up, those will be at the bottom. So, anyway, and you must subscribe to the discussion in order to get into that. So make sure that's a big thing right there that you subscribe to that. Let's see, what else? Send messages. I will also send you messages when I put up a discussion, actually. And so that way you should get a message at your school email, and then that you can log on and you can get into that webinar. Also, just to let you know, this is our inbox here for the community. You'll get a notification here as well. Make sure that you don't reply to the inbox here. So because with people joining at different times, if you respond here to the, maybe you have a question, or maybe you have an idea that pertains to the webinar that I just put up there, don't go through the messages, because if you reply to that, only the people that are actually members at that moment will be able to be in the conversation. So we want people to be in the conversation as they sign up and become a part of the community. So always go back to the discussion feed to when you want to put something in there. So this was last year. Let's just go back in here and I will show you. And then hit the reply button. So that's how you will do that. And then this was the last webinar for the school year, and then I would type my response right there and then hit post. So that's how you would do that. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the community website. Let's see, where's home? No, we'll just keep this as home. High school dance. So anyway, that's it. If you have any questions, again, this will be in the discussion post, and I will be certainly glad to answer any questions that you have. All right, I think that's it. So there are 2 more sections for this webinar. The next one, I'm going to go a little bit more in depth in the discussion function, just so we know how we're doing that and what we're doing there. And then the segment after that, I'll be going through all the resources on the Fine Arts, the GaDOE Fine Arts website. There's tons of resources up there, so we will be getting into that in the 3rd section. All right, it's good to see you back, and welcome any new people. Thanks so much.